I'm Bino99. You can hit me up on Instagram at Bino99_EST1999. And my channel on YouTube is Bino99. So if any of you guys want to check out my channel, Sneakers and Kicks, or look up sneaker websites I reviewed on, feel free to do so, or hit me up on YouTube with any comments or questions.
Yeah, man, we would love to see what you got.
For starters, I got the Last Shot 14s that I got in high school.
Yeah.
That's these were a high school gift. Like when my mom gave me a high school bonus my last year in high school. I was kind of bummed out I didn't get to play my senior year in high school in basketball because I got kicked off, but because of my grades, they weren't good. But I got them up eventually, so she bought this for me when I graduated out of high school. And then I was kind of emotional because I had this in third grade. I had this in third grade. Candy cane 14s. I still have them in the bag, but I don't know. My closet's really big.
He said, I ain't going in there to get those.
It's really big, but these shoes, I wore them a lot. I actually played in them one time, in a tournament. Dropped like 17 points and so on. But yeah.
Oh, bro, they still got some magic in them then.
Yeah. What else I got? I got these.
Okay.
Ray Allen 7 Ps.
Ooh, nice.
To me,
hard, bro.
My favorite shoe all time. I grew up watching Ray Allen. I'm a huge Ray Allen fan. If someone says Steph Curry's the best shooter, I'm like, nah, bro.
I love it.
Shoot it to me. Like, if for starters, like, he went to UConn, my mom went to UConn. So
okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's like that's like one of my favorite UConn players, other than people who are from Connecticut or Massachusetts, like Shabazz, Jalen Adams, and people who are from the Connecticut area, like Ray Allen.
Kemba, right? Didn't Kemba go to UConn too?
Yeah, Kemba as well. I'm also a big fan of Kemba Walker. If I ever get a chance to meet him, I'll probably be shaking and stuff because we're practically the same height. So it's like, damn, I mean, one of my favorite idols. Like I wore his jersey in high school.
Oh, okay.
I wore his jersey number, not his jersey, because he went to school in New York. But I wore his jersey number 15 in high school as well.
And, I don't want to change the subject too much, but Ray Allen probably got the best Jordan PEs. Is that?
Yeah, hands down.
What do you think, Mike, about that? I know Mike Bibby got some clean ones too, though.
Yeah, Mike Bibby, he still has PEs handed to him to this day. Like he's still, I think he's one of the ambassadors for Jordan Brand now since he's not playing anymore.
He got a pair of 11s with the purple bottom.
Yeah, custom PEs. It's crazy, but yeah, hands down, Ray Allen's one.
What's up? Jordan released those. Come on, man. What are you doing?
Like, it's just crazy. And what else I have?
Yeah. Showing us some heat. Show us some heat.
Like I said,
some 12s.
12s, flights.
Yeah.
Are those the Flints or the Indigos?
Not internationals. Like, you know.
Okay. See, I don't even be knowing.
Because it has Japanese handwriting on the back.
Oh, I don't even know. I never even seen those.
Yeah. And then when I first thought of it, I was like, shit, this kind of reminded me of Naruto. Like, I don't know if y'all are anime heads and stuff like that, but yeah, it kind of reminded me of Naruto. And when I said that in my video, my boy was like, yo, you said Naruto in your video? I was like, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
What? This is crazy. Like, I love anime. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm an anime head. My sister's an anime head. She loves anime. Like, she watches any kind of anime. I'm like, watch all that stuff. I'm like, I only watch ones that
I love that. I love how those communities are like, music's the same way.
Yep.
Sneakers. Yeah. That's hella dope.
Yeah. And then when I got a chance to wear these, I was like, my uncle, he actually caught me wearing this one time. He was like, yo, how the fuck did you get this? Like, because he been looking for them for at least about like a year now. He could have grabbed his hands because I remember this being on I don't remember if these were in expressions on the sneaker app, but I do know for a fact that some people had them, then they sold them on StockX, which was crazy because now they go for around like $300, not that high.
Sure, bro. Those are clean.
Yeah, but when I got them from my boy Ethan, he was like, I want you to have this as a special Christmas gift. I was like, thank you. I never had a pair of Jordan 12s on Christmas or Jordan in general on Christmas Day. You know what I mean? So it was like, shout out to him for sending me this too.
Hell Oh yeah, that's hella cool.
Yeah, and then the last one, I think you already seen this one, the Jubilee 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, these right here, man. I was like, I
You
had
need a
to.
tuxedo with those bad boys.
Yeah, I wore these twice already, and then when I wore them, it felt like I was wearing the Space Jams because they kind of look the same as the Space Jams, the same color scheme.
Thank you for saying that. I had to get them too, man, for that exact reason.
Yeah, and then when I first wore them, I was like, shit, I couldn't imagine myself wearing pair 11s because like it's been like I would probably say like a very long time for me not wearing pair 11s because these are one of my favorite ones out of the collection the most because like it's comfortable. You can almost wear it with anything like jeans, cargo shorts, almost practically
Oh
anything.
yeah.
And when I got them, I was like, I had to look up Jubilee, and it's basically me in Hebrew. It's an anniversary, so it's almost like birthdays, marriage birthdays occurring as well too. I even literally put that down in the definition in my video. What does Jubilee mean? It's a Hebrew word for anniversary. So when these came out, it was funny because I actually tried to get a job one time at the sneaker store close to my house called Expressions, and the manager he was like, "Yo, this kid's smart. He's overqualified. Like I have to give him the job." But then again, when you go to a full university like me, it's kind of difficult to like be there on time instead of like picking days to work on, so you won't have to worry about it. So yeah, when he remembered my face, he was like, "You know what? I'm gonna just give you this pair that someone didn't win," because he saw my name on the list. He was just like fast tracking like the good stuff because when he saw my name, he was like, "Is that it? Nah, I'm good. I'll just give you a pair that no one didn't win."
Man, bro.
I was like, "Thank you." He was like, "Of course, bro." Like, yeah. And then once I got out with them, I heard some other kid. He was like, hey,
This was my favorite part of the video.
like my cousin works here. I'm trying to get a pair off of him." And then the manager heard that. He was like, "Wait, your cousin works here?" Next thing I knew, another person blurted it out, and then another person said that. I'm like, "Oh my god!"
Bro, you messed up your chance and you just messed up my homie's deployment.
And the manager was like, "If you have a family member that works here, you're not getting Jordans. Just know that."
Oh, bro.
It'll be your family member that's getting the Jordans for themselves, but for you, on the other hand, I'm sorry, you might have to go somewhere else to get them. I was like,
Oh wow.
Which basically means you're not getting them because I'm surprised that they're even still selling them.
yeah, I was surprised because when he was like, "Wait, what did that mean?" I was like, "My friend, listen, he's giving you a big fuck you to tell you get the fuck out the store. Like that's literally what's telling you what to do."
He's like, what? I didn't even say nothing.
I'm like, "Bruh, just take your stuff and just buy them."
Yeah, because I can see the manager's point of view. He doesn't, in front of everybody, you don't want to make it seem like you have an advantage that everybody else doesn't, right? Everybody else is waiting. I can kind of see where even if it's not true, he still has to kind of say that, like, because everybody's listening. You know what I'm saying? Like
for me, when I got home with them, my mom was like, "Oh, what did you get?" I was like, "Oh, I got these." She was like, "Yo, these look really clean." Like my sister was like, "Yo, these are fire too."
They're a lot nicer than the pictures. Like that was the one thing. So I woke up at like 6:55, rolled out of bed, opened up my app, didn't get them. Didn't think much of it, but like throughout the day, I kept seeing people post pictures on my TikTok, right, or on all these like sneaker Twitter accounts that I follow, and I was like, damn, it kind of just grew on me throughout the day, and sure enough, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna track a pair down, and luckily, later on that night, on like a restock link, I was able to hit on I forget, maybe Champs or Foot Locker, but I secured my pair, and yeah, I mean they're gorgeous. I think a lot of people were maybe trying to hate on them a little bit, and saying that they kind of look like the Space Jams, but they're not the Space Jams. But it's a really elegant shoe, and it has very it's those little details, right, that kind of separate it from all the other versions, right, that I think kind of really make it pop out. And then I was gonna say this other thing, right? And so I was watching this HBO show, How to with George Eliot or something, like George Wilson.
Yeah.
And he did an episode where he was talking about people who, like people who buy furnitures and then they'll cover their entire furniture or their couch with plastic. And so there was one point where he interviews this one. Um, he goes to like a gallery, an art gallery,
Mhm.
and the person says, so apparently, and this apparently happens to a lot of paintings. So people will purchase, a multi-million, Picasso painting or Van Gogh or whoever, right? Basquiat, whoever.
Yeah.
And instead of actually putting the original on display in their house,
Yeah.
they actually commission somebody to do a duplicate, a replica of it,
Right.
and that's the one that they bust out and put in their house. And the original, they literally just put in the garage or in like a storage unit.
Right.
And so it made me really kind of reconsider like the whole replica game, right? Like if people are doing it for paintings that are worth hundreds of thousands of dollars or millions of dollars, right? Like why can't that be extended to shoes, right? Like why is it a crime, or why should it be looked down upon to buy a $200 version of an SB Dunk that now costs $2,000, right? So I don't know, it definitely kind of brought a different perspective, and
I mean, that resonates with me, bro, for sure, because like, and me and Mike have talked about this, and he's I feel like he's almost my psychiatrist when it comes to this. Like I'm always afraid of wearing my shoes. Like I got really nice shoes, and I'll end up wearing the 720s that I've worn every single day for the last fucking 3 months. Like these shoes are about to split open pretty soon. Yeah. And I mean, and obviously I don't even have nothing that's above $200-$300. So I couldn't imagine if I had a $500 pair of shoes. The whole time I would be if I went outside wearing them, that would just be in my mind the whole time, like, oh, don't want nobody to step on them or da 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 da. So yeah, I can kind of see where you're coming from with that. And that also reminded me of my grandma, who used to always cover all her couches in plastic. She was not trusting none of us. And if we try to sit on the part that like wasn't plastic, she'd be like, "You gotta move to the child, dude. What are you doing, bro?" Like, so that resonated with me for sure.